Hey there, welcome to or welcome back to No Pants Profits. My name's Richard. Well, unfortunately, standing here with pants right now on board the Celebrity Reflection. It is March of 2023. Now, full disclosure, about 10 and a half years ago, I was actually on the opening management crew of this ship, believe it or not. So this review is going to give you some tips, tricks, everything in between. And as you know, if you watch this channel, I normally go on cruises with the casino. But this is one cruise where my travel agent, who's been helping me with a lot of the Globus stuff, if you haven't seen, I actually just came back from Italy a few weeks ago. And Gid, where am I headed next month?
Egypt.
I'm headed to Egypt next month.
All places,
but
yeah.
Gid said, hey, we met. He was a speaker. If you don't know Gid, he was at 61. He got into comedy, right?
That's it.
Got on the Today Show and everything with Jane Pauley.
And here we are.
And here we are nowadays. So Gid got me a really good deal. Definitely, always go with your travel agent. You want to get a travel agent because
That'd be me.
The Gid Pool with Dream Vacations, right?
Speaking of going with your travel agent, I'm going with dinner.
You're going to dinner?
I'm going to dinner.
Well, you're going to go have a drink before dinner, right?
I'm on the drink package.
But yeah, so Gid's information is going to be below. So, if you want to reach out to Gid, I am not a travel agent, but I'm going to give you a tour and a review of the Celebrity Reflection as of, 10 years. It just came out of dry dock recently.
Yep.
But Gid is going to go to dinner. I'm going to meet Gid at dinner. The problem is, I'm not drunk yet.
Well, you can work on that.
So I'm going to work on that. Remember, this is a 360 video, so feel free to move your finger up, down, left, right, and let's continue on. Gid?
See you.
Gid's going to give me his extra mic. High five, Gid. All right. So we are now going in. This is exactly where you get on board the Celebrity Reflection. This is where they put that gangway. It was actually a really steep gangway, just kind of like straight up, like 45-degree angle gangway there. And this is where you'll get on board, and this is where they used to. I'll tell you, I didn't actually see it this time when I got on board. They used to hand out glasses of champagne. I think they realized that everybody has the beverage package now. And, with everybody having the beverage package, they don't have to hand out those glasses of champagne. But if you come in, one of the first places you'll get to once you come right here is called Cafe El Baccio. This is, I'm going to call it the upcharge coffee bar, because you can always get coffee for free on deck 14 as well as deck 7. And then you have the upcharge gelateria. Dirty secret, if this is not your first celebrity cruise, keyword again, not your first celebrity cruise, you do get a free scoop of gelato at the gelateria as long as you're a classic or higher member. So make sure you stop by there. But this is the coffee bar. I don't like coffee, but I do like alcohol. So they actually have hot chocolate you can get with Kahlua or anything else inside of there. This Cafe El Baccio, also unlike some of the lower end lines like Carnival, all these little snack here things are included. So if you like cookies, candies, cakes, anything like that, that's your go-to place right there. Now, where I had lunch today was actually the last of the specialty restaurants. I'm going to give you a little review. What I mean, the last one for me to do on this sailing. I'm going to give you a lot of a review of the restaurants. This is actually one of my favorite restaurants when I was working on board. I don't think it was on this ship when I was here. It was actually called something on 5, Bistro on 5. What's the name of it? They had crepes and sandwiches and other stuff like that. This is the only a la carte only restaurant that's on board the Celebrity ships. That's on board the Celebrity Reflection, I think, the Celebrity ships. That's the only one on board the Solstice class of ships. So Solstice, Equinox, Eclipse, Silhouette, and Reflection. So you do pay per item here, but if you do have the premium beverage package, your drinks are included. All of the other specialty restaurants on board are you're paying one flat rate, and then that one flat rate gets you all you care to eat. There's I think there's an upcharge item on a few of the specialty restaurants, but the nice thing is most, if not all, the specialty restaurants have some kind of lobster dish in them. That's sushi on 5 right when you come on board. Now, I'm going to be taking you to a lot of bars over this tour. Well, because I like bars, that's why I'm going to take you to a lot of bars on this tour. But this is the best bar on board. It is right when you get on board on deck 5. This bar is open till midnight, and this man is leaving. This man is leaving.
And this man is the best man I ever met around, yeah?
Can you make a quick and simple drink that I can shotgun?
Yeah, shotgun.
Yes, because I do it on video. So this is the best bar on board. It focuses on Diageo spirits. So if you come here and you want to get a Corona, guess what? That's Constellation Brands. Don't try it. But We're going to circle back around. We're going to walk through the gift shops real quick, and we're going to come back. But what are you making?
I make you a good old-fashioned shut it down.
He's making me a good old-fashioned shot. Okay. I like it. I like it. Because, again, it's all downhill from here. I say that not in a bad way, but in a way that, so like I was talking about, Sushi on 5 is great. It's a la carte. I do love the lobster ramen here at Sushi on 5, but he's going to make something nice and simple. Got some sugar there. And we'll take a look over this bar real quick, because we can. Sorry about your bald spot. But we've got a nice sugar reduction there. Oh, look at that. Remember, it's a 360 video, so feel free to move up, down, left, right. Start an A with your hands. And we'll see what he's got here. He put, there we go. Good. He says it's good. So we're going to mixy. This is the top mixologist on board. They got things with smoke. They got things with fire. They got things with bitters. They got things with sugar. They got things with all of it. But it is primarily a liquor bar. So don't come here looking for beer. Although a lot of people come here looking for water. I do have to say. But they got all kinds of shaped and cool ice. So let's just see what he's going to make us real quick. Here we go. Got a nice chilled glass, some ice, and he's looking for the strainer. There we go. All right. Just the amount of detail that goes into every drink at this bar is fantastic.
1 second.
Oh, he's got to garnish it. I apologize.
Don't leave a drink.
You don't leave a drink ungarnished. So he's going to garnish it right there. Again, you want to go to a bar. Now, this is just as of note. A lot of people do get the all-inclusive package, which has the classic beverage package. Pretty much all the drinks at this bar need the higher-end package or the premium package. A couple of them are priced slightly above the premium package. And, of course, a little bit of poof. Thank you very much. Enjoy your vacation.
Thank you.
And I guess since we have a drink, we might as well take a quick little walk through the gift shops. So these are the higher end gift shops on board. This is the Effie shop. So what is actually kind of interesting, and a lot of people probably don't know, is that a lot of these cruise lines after the illness have gone ahead and gotten rid of their port and shopping program. So in getting rid of their port and shopping program, they brought a lot more brands in-house. So Effie is one of the brands that they brought in-house, and you won't see as much, even on this on Royal Caribbean. I was on a Royal Caribbean ship recently, and they got rid of their port and shopping program. So they've taken all the shopping that you could do in port and brought it there. But I'm sorry, I have neglected this drink, and that's alcohol abuse. So you shouldn't drink drinks like that. But the more I have my giant stick, the more I have to drink a drink like that. Remember, always bring your glass back to the bar. All right, moving on. We're talking about Sushi on 5. I got distracted by the best bar on the ship. Guess where we're going now? Second best bar on the ship. So Sushi on 5, great a la carte things, and they have much more than just sushi, because I am not a sushi eater. So this is the main forum right here. Main, Grand, Central, Centrum, whatever you want to call it. Again, remember, you can move up, down, left, right, start an A and everything like that. But we've got the main forum right there. They do little dance parties. They did silent disco there last night. They do little 20-minute shows that are with the production singers and dancers in the main forum right there. But let's go ahead. Let's head down the stairs to the second best bar on the ship, which is actually the Martini Bar. So we got the Martini Bar right here. Only on the Solstice class of ships does the Martini Bar actually have this ice countertop where people can put their hands and do all kinds of things with ice and everything. What's up, boys? Hello, hello. We're gonna take a little flight over so you can see all the liquor. There we go. Ooh. Let's see. What do we want? Can you do a candied apple? So we're gonna wait right here for the candy apple. Actually, I'm gonna spin back around for it. I'll be back. I'm just gonna go around real quick. So we'll spin around while they make the candy apple. Real quick. So this is the martini bar. Kind of pumping a bit later on in the night. It is only about 4:09. That great cleaning solution. It is kind of 4:09 right now. But the next place we're gonna go, we will go back to the martini bar because we did get our martini. Next place we're gonna go is Cellar Masters. And we got Cellar Masters right here, which is the wine bar on board. And on some of the other Solstice class ships, they've turned it into Craft Social, which is kind of like the craft beer bar, but you got a wine bar on board. And we'll see right here. Got all kinds of different wines, some beers. My favorite little wine they call port wine, which I've been made fun of by my traveling companions, that port wine is not a type of wine. Port is not wine, but you know, this is the wine bar, and this is where we met when we did the chef's table. So we did a chef's table earlier in the cruise, and we met at the wine bar for the chef's table. So the drink I just ordered is the candied apple. Kind of tastes like a candy apple. So let me see if the candied apple is ready yet. But yes, it tastes just like a candy apple. I think he's got it right there. Gonna put something in there. Now let's see. Yep. So one of the other interesting things they have as of right now, this is March of 2023. There we go. You got it? Thank you, sir. My card is known by a lot of people on board. Generally, you do have to give your room key. But yeah, my card, room number, everything like that. Very well known on board. So this tastes like a candy-coated apple. Again, you do need to go to the martini bar. You do actually need the premium beverage package to go to the martini bar. There's one drink that's on the classic package. So if you do have the package that's included, I mean for everybody in a basic cabin. Once you're in a suite, a premium beverage package comes along with that. But this is a delicious drink. It should be a shot. I said should be. Oh, a little bit left. It should be a shot. All right. So let's go ahead. Let's go a little bit further on 4. So they have 2 different dining rooms on board the Celebrity ship, and it's really just one dining room with 2 floors. So you got one dining room with 2 floors. Deck 3 is your fixed seating, 5:15 and 8:30 or so. And you've got deck 4, which is they're turning over 3 times a night, but it's anytime. You can just come, you can get a buzzer. We went to anytime one time over the cruise, but you come, you get your buzzer. They say it's going to be half an hour. They buzz us back after 5 minutes. Just saying. But we've got, show you a bit of the dining room real quick. We should be able to bust our way in here. I'll show you a bit of the dining room. Standard cruise ship dining room. Unlike Carnival, they don't they don't dance on the tables here. So just take a look at the dining room right here. And you can spin around. Remember, it is a 360 video, so feel free to spin around, use your 360 degrees, and see what is going on inside. But this is the fixed dining room, and down one deck below. No, this is the anytime dining room on deck 4. And down one deck below on deck 3 is both the fixed dining room, so if you have an early or late dinner time, as well as the Lumine, which is for the suites. So you've got your suite dining as well. Continuing on. Let us continue on. So we were on deck 5. We're going back up to deck 5 by Cafe Al Baccio and the Gelateria. And we're going back towards the specialty restaurants. So you've got the Ensemble Lounge, Michael's Club, and the other specialty restaurants here. This is one of the few places on the ship that is absolutely different on every class, well, every one of the Solstice class ships. It's got a sculpture, got a whole bunch of different paintings, stuff like that. But again, very different across all the different ships. You've got Michael's Club here, which is specifically for the suite guests. Suite guests as well as the Zenith guests. We're in Michael's Club, and this is the main bar that actually services all of the specialty restaurants on board. And not sure if they're open yet or not. Are you guys open?
Yes, sir.
You have a Peroni?
Yes, sir.
I'll take a Peroni.
Yes.
So again, this is the main bar services Murano and all of the other specialty restaurants that are back in this area, other than the Lawn Club. Is serviced right here. Thank you. Got me a Peroni. Again, I like to do this in real time. Show you kind of what's going on here. Now, while we're here, let's talk about Murano. Murano is the best restaurant on board. There is no discussion. Thank you. So Murano is the best restaurant on board. I don't think there's a discussion that Murano is the best restaurant here on board. But they have three different options. You can either do Murano dinner on its own. You could do dinner fixed with wine. Or you also have another option, which is called the chef's table. Now, we actually did Murano dinner on its own, as well as the chef's table. Now, I will tell you, honestly, you're going to say, this is crazy, coming from me. Carnival Cruises has a better chef's table than Murano chef's table. I know, sacrilege, but also truth. Murano itself is better than anything that Carnival has, but the actual chef's table is actually significantly better on Carnival than it is on Celebrity. I like to compare facts. We do have a video on the channel of the Carnival chef's table, and there's going to be one of the Murano chef's table, and you can decide. Now, I am partial to a magic show now and again, so it might have been the magic show that made me like the Carnival one more. But we've got 3 other specialty restaurants here, 2 that anybody can go to and book, and 1 that is only available for a different class of people. So we talked about Lumine, which is the specialty restaurant that is available just for suite guests. This is Blue, which we'll go to in a minute. But this is La Petite Chef at Cuisine. On the newer ships than this, they actually built a custom room for La Petite Chef. But here, La Petite Chef is built into Cuisine. So this is Cuisine, which was a really cool dining concept. Had some really awesome things. And what they did is they kind of transformed it. And you'll see this looks really normal right now. But right up on the ceiling, there's actually a bunch of projectors. And those projectors project on the tables, and they are projecting on the tables an entire animation sequence of your 4 courses of dinner being made. Now, what I have done is, if you do look back in the channel, you will see that I have done a full recording of the La Petite Chef. Now, why have I done a full recording of La Petite Chef? I've done a full recording of the La Petite Chef because I don't think it's worth eating at. Love Murano, main Murano, not chef's table Murano, but La Petite Chef is just not worth eating at. The main dining room has far better food than the La Petite Chef on board. Now, the next thing we've got, this is Blue. This is the Aqua Class restaurant. This is only for guests that are dining in Aqua Class, and I think suites can, ask for it if they want to, but it's actually a pretty big restaurant. So you see, really nice design. Again, this is not something that you can book separately, but this is part of your booking. Now, I like fat and butter and oil and stuff like that, and they don't really believe in fat, butter, oil, and stuff like that here. So this is not my restaurant. But if you like things without fat, butter, and oil, hey, come here. It's the healthy restaurant. Next up, we've got this is the restaurant, the biggest specialty restaurant on board, biggest number of seatings and stuff like that. This is the Tuscan Grill. It's available for lunch on sea days and dinner on every day. And honestly, this is the restaurant you should be booking your first night on board if you can't get to Murano. It's really hard to get to Murano the first night because you do get a discount by booking on board on the first night, because very few people book the specialties on the first night. They generally book them on the sea day, on the first sea day, which comes after the first night. They make all their bookings. But you can see the back of the ship again. 360 video. Feel free to move your mouse or finger around there. And we've got this, and they usually have a slicer for prosciutto. They've got cheese and everything. I will tell you, one disappointing thing, this might be a result of the illness. I've not seen any Parmigiano Reggiano on board. And yes, this is coming from a guy who came back from Italy 2 weeks before this cruise. So I've not seen any Parmigiano Reggiano on board, which is kind of sad because I really do like Parmigiano Reggiano cheese. So, sad. So we're going to walk back the way we came, and we're going to head down now to deck 4, and specifically to the casino, which has not been kind to me this cruise. To be honest with you, the slots are pretty tight, but they do have something very, very unique that I want to talk about. They actually have not one, but I didn't touch this yet. They actually have not one, but 2 roulette tables, and one of those roulette tables has a single zero. So it's kind of amazing. I've never seen on a cruise ship single zero roulette, only a $10 minimum, or actually right now only a $5 minimum on single zero roulette, which until 5 o'clock on sea days, they have low stakes gaming, which brings the minimums down. Bringing the minimums down cuts the house edge a little bit. So the slots are very tight here. I was having a discussion over lunch, who regulates the cruise ships and who tells the cruise ships, you have in Vegas, you have a gaming commission that regulates Vegas, but, who regulates the cruise ships? And the answer is nobody really regulates the cruise ships. But let's go ahead. We're down to deck 4 again, and we're going to walk by the casino, not into the casino, but we will walk by the casino. So there's the casino right here. Again, remember, on the Celebrity Reflection, as of March 2023, there are 2 roulette tables. There is a 0, double 0, and a 0 alone. And I will tell you, they want to keep that 0 alone table closed because the guest odds are much favored on a single 0 table, but their payouts and their minimums are the same on both tables. I played in Vegas before. Again, this is not a gambling video, but I've played in Vegas before. And when you play in Vegas, you usually have to pay like $50 minimums to get on a single 0 table because the house odds are so much better. So we looked at the watch shops and the expensive shops upstairs. These are the cheaper shops, the logo shops, everything like that, as well as the liquor store. So if we take a walk back, again, for you to pause, look around, anything you may like in the video here. We got a logo shop, and we've got the liquor store. Now, if you do buy liquor on board, no, it's not like the beverage package. You do have to wait till today. I think today, later this evening, this afternoon, they deliver this on the last day of the cruise. They'll deliver the liquor to your cabin, but you can buy liquor in the gift shop. You can also buy liquor off the ship, but they will take it when you come on board. So they will take liquor when you come on board. Now, next off, we've got Future Cruise Vacations. So this is the Future Cruise Sales office right here. Biggest advice I can give you. Couldn't give you this advice when I worked on board. Never go there. Your travel agent's going to get you a far better deal. They're incentivized to get you a far better deal. They will tell you that you can move things to your travel agent and everything like that, but you're actually going to get a better deal going directly through your travel agent, believe it or not, than going through Future Cruise Vacations on board. Then you've got Celebrity Central, which is used as a movie theater, presentation place. They do beyond the podium speakers. This used to be my home when I would do classes on iPhones and iPads and different things like that. But it looks like there's something going on right now. Maybe a movie, let's see. Yeah, there's a movie. Movie. Oh, that's the Elvis movie. I know that movie. That was a good movie. A good movie with Tom Hanks, the Elvis movie. So we've taken a look at almost everything, but I want to talk about one more thing. We looked at the gift shops. We were talking about deck 4 and 5. When I worked for Celebrity, they had something called the iLounge. And what that was is that was an internet cafe, Apple store, everything like that. Something they have done that is a step forward is the internet is quite a bit better because now they have Starlink on board. But the internet is now not managed by the iLounge. It is managed up in the photo gallery up here on deck 5. There is still an iLounge on deck 6, but that iLounge is just a computer room for people to use. There's no longer any education on computers or anything like that. And they also do not, by default, print any photos on board the ship. So yes, they did get Starlink, which is a lot better, but in the scheme of things, they lost a bit of the touch that made them unique of sorts. And the last thing across 4 and 5, we started in the back, went all the way. The last thing across 4 and 5 is the theater, which is on deck 4 and 5 forward. So they are practicing in the theater right now. I'll be brutally honest with you, as I always am on this channel. The production cast on board, I don't know if it's the sound mixing, whatever, it's really hard to sit through an entire show. It's not in tune. Things are louder than other things. It might not be the cast, it may actually be the AV team, but I've made it through about 10 minutes of each of the production shows. Now, the guest entertainer shows, which is just one person on stage singing with a background orchestra, something like that, good shows. But the actual singing, dancing production shows, a little bit underrated in that perspective. We're going to hit an elevator real quick, and we're going to take a look up to the cabin. So let's go up to deck 7. We have a cabin that's literally right by the elevators on deck 7. Yes, I know. You decry. Richard, you're on deck 5. You could have taken the stairs up to deck 7. Well, then I might have spilled my beer. I don't want to spill my beer. So, let's go ahead. We're going to go ahead. I am traveling with a friend of mine, so I'm going to give him a knock in 10 seconds to put his pants on. We're in 7202. Just to make sure. He's probably in the hot tub, but not one to chance it. Knock in 10 seconds. There we go. Okay. We're good. So, this is 7202. It's the last day. I'm going to take the excuse that we're packing. The bed's separated. We even have a giant fan up there. I know. Found this on Amazon. It was all the rage. If you want to get a fan going in your cabin, you take a fan, plug it into a battery pack right there. Hit the right button. And then, hey, look. We got a fan. It's actually a nice fan. Doesn't break any of the rules, and yes, there's a ceiling fan that we've had up the whole time. Got a balcony right here. Balcony's pretty big. I'm drying my bathing suit right there. So we got a nice big balcony. Again, feel free to spin around full 360 degrees if you'd like. Let's talk about power. What's nice is there are 2 American outlets in here. So you got 2 American outlets right here, which generally just have one, so it makes it a lot harder. Yep. Takes that European outlet, turns it into a US outlet. But now, it's time to go up. So, we're gonna, oh, sorry, I didn't show you the bathroom. The bathroom right here. Hey, pretty big bathroom for a cruise ship. I do have to say, we'll jump in, close the door. We're going to go with the big boy perspective. Big boy perspective means big boy gets in the shower. Some people call that a soap rack. I call that a Peroni rack. And I can still spin inside the shower. Going to go down to my Peroni rack and grab my Peroni. So, Tuscan, I forgot to say, Tuscan Grill. Really like that one. If you got any questions, again, feel free to leave them in the comments below, but let's continue on. I did grab my Peroni from the soap rack. So what's nice is being forward. One of the places you're really close to, my cabin mate really enjoys it, is the Aqua Spa Cafe, which is a healthier, quieter version of Ocean View that is open for both breakfast and lunch. Now the nice thing is if you do have the premium beverage package, you can take advantage of the fact that they have smoothies there. So you can get your smoothies in the Aqua Spa Cafe included in your premium beverage package, or if you do have the premium non-alcoholic beverage package, you can get smoothies there included in your package, and you don't have to get smoothies they have listed. You can just choose whatever ingredients you want. But we've got the Sky Lounge, which I guess they're doing pre-recorded ballroom music in. It's a little bit, or no, this is trivia. Yep, true and false trivia. See, it's got quite a number of people in here.
Number 18, true or false? Elvis Presley has 14 times nominations in the Grammy Awards. Is it true or false? Again, Elvis Presley has 14 times nominations in Grammy Awards. True
So
or
yes,
false?
all the cruise ship staples of trivia and everything like that, they still here. But let's go ahead. Again, I was talking about the Aqua Spa Cafe, and that's right up here. That's the healthy cafe in the spa. Now this time of year, it is spring break, so they do have, it is 16 years and older in the solarium right here, but from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m., that is family time. It is right now 4 and change. There are 400 kids on board. The good thing is, you don't really see them. They do a great job segregating those 400 kids on board. And then this is actually where the highest end suites on the ship are, is right up here, including the reflection suite, which has a cantilevered shower that goes over the edge of the ship, which is higher than the penthouse or higher than anything like that. But yeah, this is the Spa Cafe. They got a smoothie machine, and they usually have a lot of healthier dishes. I like the tomato and mozzarella and a lot of the other dishes that are out like that. This ship is fully booked right now with 3,140 guests. So 3,140 guests on board, and you can see things are a little full. I apologize. I needed to hydrate. So, a little full, but at least they have a pool that has more than 14 people that can go in at a time. That's looking at you, Virgin. But yeah, they got a pool that can fit a nice number of people. This is solarium. During the day, I'm not gonna lie, kind of works like a greenhouse. Sometimes it's hotter in the solarium than it actually is outside of the solarium, which is where we're headed right now. So they've got one big pool and 2 big hot tubs right here. Again, generally on most cruises, when there's not 400 kids on board, this is age 16 and plus all the time, but they do have family hours this time of the year from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. for the children. Now moving on, we've got the main pool, which is flanked by some hot tubs up here as well, and a very nice pool bar. We got our main pool, we got our pool bar. Now you can take a look. It's the main pool. You got 2 big pools, not 2 hot tubs. My mistake. You've got 4 hot tubs up here. So a lot of volleyballs flying, everything like that. They have live music, different bands out here, different events. They had officer versus guest volleyball and everything like that a bit earlier today. And unlike all of the other Solstice class ships, on all the other Solstice class ships, the pool is actually on deck 12. And you got to go up 1 deck to get to the buffet. One of the nice things is, unlike all the other Solstice class ships, the Lido deck is the pool deck, and that's how it is on most cruise ships in this world. Most cruise ships in this world have the buffet on the pool deck, but usually have to go up to 14. And you got the pool on 12. They actually moved the pool up to add more cabins onto this ship. So they moved the pool up because this has more cabins. This has a higher capacity than any of the other Solstice class ships in the fleet. So we got the buffet. The nice thing is, even during the sea day, when it's packed for lunch, there's more than enough seating that you can actually find a seat back here. We are in tea time right now, which is the short time between lunch and dinner. So there's just cakes and cookies and cupcakes and fruit and pasta and pizza. There's a lot of kids on board, so keeping the pizza in stock. It's not something I've seen more than a couple slices of pizza up there at a time. Got salad, different cut fruits, things like that. But again, this buffet is generally filled with a whole bunch of different options. There you see, we get cakes and cookies and cheesecakes and flavored cakes and all kinds of other cakes like that. And guess what? If you're tired of cakes, guess what they got? More cakes! Because cakes are good. So next we're going to go up to the back. I'm going to go up towards the lawn. And I think it's very interesting because a lot of cruise ships, I talked about this in my celebrity versus virgin video, if you haven't seen that one. A lot of cruise ships have done decidedly different things with the back of their ship. Royal Caribbean has put a skydiving simulator and a surfing simulator in the back of their ship. Virgin has put a giant net and an entire fitness center in the back of their ship. Norwegian has put go-kart tracks in the back of their ship. But what Celebrity did with their Solstice class of ships in the back of their ship is they actually went ahead and put grass on their ship. So we have some live music going on up here. All right, so we got the lawn right here, and this is actually real grass. Doesn't want me to wear high-heeled shoes on the grass. Don't worry, I only wear those on Halloween. But we've got our lawn club right up here, and they also have the lawn club grill up here as well, and a giant TV screen. But yes, again, this is 100% real grass. Lawn club grill, interesting experience, wouldn't recommend it. They also have another restaurant up here that's called The Porch. Can I get out here? No, it's like impossible. Looking for an escape. There we go. They have another restaurant up here called The Porch. Lawn Club Grill, you used to be able to cook your meals yourself and everything like that. They have a kind of evolved from that. And now, honestly, you're better off just ordering a steak in the dining room than paying the upcharge for the Lawn Club Grill. And you've got The Porch, which is kind of their seafood restaurant. This is actually a good option to do on the sea day. For lunch, if you do have the actual dining package. We went ahead and we got the dining package before the cruise. And what the dining package allows you to do is it allows you to go to pretty much all the specialty restaurants for a flat rate of about $200 a person over your cruise. But we're up here on deck 15. We're a little bit in the video. Honestly, that's about it. I'll tell you, a Celebrity has stayed mostly the same because I left it about 5 years ago. The food is better than Royal Caribbean, and the entertainment is worse. People like to compare Celebrity, and I think rightfully so, because a lot of the employees from Celebrity went over there. They like to compare Celebrity to Virgin Voyages, and I do think that's actually a valid comparison. But I will tell you, overall, Celebrity can handle a full ship. Virgin cannot. You saw this is all done in real time over this video. I had 3, 4, I don't even know right now, different drinks over the video. Never really had a problem with service. Was able to get service pretty quick, even right as everyone's getting ready for dinner and everything like that. You can see there are kids on board, but unless you go look, it's like trouble. Unless you go looking for kids, you're not really going to find kids. So, all right, I apologize. My camera got a little heated when I talked about kids, and so did I. So I went and I got a Dogfish beer. But here's the overall sentiment we're talking about here. when we talk about Celebrity Cruises, it has better food than Royal Caribbean. Their sister companies, that's easy, that's simple. The thing is, because of Royal Caribbean and because Celebrity has its own background on its own, it knows how to handle a full ship. So the 90-minute IPA talking, knows how to handle a full ship. So even though there are 1,340 people on board and over 400 people under 18, yes, the kids are in the pool now, but the adult pool is still right now for adults only. Family time starts in a little bit of time. Overall, if you're looking to sail in the on-season, meaning when it's busy, I think, and you are adults, potentially without kids, if you have kids, bring them too, you are best to probably take a sailing on a Celebrity Solstice class of ship. As we said earlier, that is the Solstice, Equinox, Eclipse, Silhouette, and Reflection. Personally, I am not a huge fan. You can see I did a review before of it, of the Edge, the Apex, and the Beyond series. I actually like the Solstice class a little bit more than the Edge, the Apex, and Beyond, and then I don't even know what comes after that. Edge, Apex, Beyond, and Beyonder? What comes after that. But the reality is, on Celebrity, you have a drink package that is generally included. It's thought of as a higher-end all-inclusive line. So a premium line which has an all-inclusive option. You don't have to buy that, but I highly recommend if you do come on board, you do upgrade your classic beverage package, which is included with most cabins if you do get it at the rate that's an all-inclusive rate. For a premium drink package, it's like $20 a day, and it just opens up a lot more of your options. And you do pick up the dining package if you want to go to the specialty dining. But again, I would skip Lawn Club Grill. I would skip the La Petite Chef. Again, the whole video is posted on this channel, and trust me, the video is a lot prettier than the food is. This is Richard from No Pants Profits, coming to you from the deck of the Celebrity Reflection on the way back to Miami. It's the last day of the cruise. Reminding you, if you want to come on this ship, talk to your travel agent. And, even if you can only go when the kids are out of school or when you can get out of work, if you're a teacher or something like that, this is probably the best ship in its price range to go on that you, unlike Royal Caribbean, and I did a review on Royal Caribbean, I think no ill of Royal Caribbean, you can get a package that includes your drinks in there and you don't have to spend extra. And you can spend a little extra and get things a little bit nicer. So this is Richard from No Pants Profits from the deck of the Celebrity Reflection. We'll go up a little bit. Reminding you, yet again, that when you wear no pants, well, I'm now wearing pants because I'm headed to dinner. But when you wear no pants, there's only one thing you got left to lose. And I think y'all know what that is. It's your shirt. Any questions, feel free to post them below. I respond to every comment. It's Richard from the deck of the Celebrity Reflection. Don't lose your shirt. And, come on in. Don't lose your shirt. And, bye!